What's up, everybody? Welcome to Big Worm's Playhouse, and I am covering week 5 of my weight loss challenge. This is to cover March 12th, 2018 through March 18th, 2018. Now, before we get started, I wanted to talk about my back again just to see how that's going. On Monday and Tuesday, I had a good amount of back pain and hip pain, so it was kind of aching here and there. But the great thing is, by the time I got to Wednesday through the rest of the week, Wednesday through Sunday, my back and my hip felt a heck of a lot better. Had a little more hip pain than normal, but that started to get better with time. And what I've noticed is, of course, the more weight loss I have and the more therapy I continue to get, and along with the more consistency I have with my working out, the better my back and hip feel. Does that make sense? Obviously it makes sense. Less weight to carry around, more therapy, and the working out is going to help strengthen my back, my legs, and everything else. So that's a great thing. Now, moving on, I like to get into the food that I ate for the week. So here's, of course, are the pictures of all the food I ate for the week, and take a look. In regards to the food, let me just go over really quick what I ate. I know you kind of saw the pictures, but I'm just going to describe it briefly. I had some Costco samples again. I know I can't get away from Costco samples. It wasn't that bad, except for I think I had like 2 Lindor chocolates that were getting away, so I had that. I had a fruit smoothie from the food court right there, and it was 220 calories. I had a Costco salad there. You know the deal with that. Later in the day, it was just more cravings. I wasn't hungry. I was still full from the smoothie and the salad. I wasn't really hungry. But later that day, I just, on cravings alone, because I still felt full, I went ahead and had a coconut banana boba smoothie. So whatever you call that, you saw a picture of that. It was very delicious. Probably shouldn't have had that, but I did. I also had one of my favorites, an old-fashioned maple donut with that. On top of that, I ordered 2 beef bowls, but it wasn't the large ones you're used to, as you saw. It was just the small ones, the small beef bowls. One of them I had brown rice on, and the other one I had what's called not-so-fried rice. By the way, and of course, that was at Yoshinoya, as you know, that's one of my favorite places. The not-so-fried rice did not taste good at all. I'll never do it again. If you're going to eat the rice thing, you either go with brown rice or white rice. I'm not going to do the rest of it, but it wasn't that great to begin with. So I had the 2 small beef bowls. Again, at least they were small. And I think I had a couple of Hershey's Kisses that I had left over. So yes, here's the big reveal that I just described to you. I had all that food in one day. I had all that food on Monday. I ate all of that on Monday. I think my feeling was I felt a little bit tired from the past week. I felt a little exhausted. I kind of wanted to take a break. I felt maybe I deserved a break, and I just wanted to take the day off completely, and you saw the results of that. So then, again, the first part, what I ate in the first part of the day would have been fine if I didn't go into the second part of that day, and I ate that food not at one time, of course, but throughout the day all the way till a little late in the evening. So that sucked. So I had all that. But here's the thing, I had all that on Monday, so where's the rest of the food for the rest of the week? What did I eat Tuesday through Sunday? And the thing is, I didn't eat anything. I was feeling a little desperate from the past week of losing only 1.7 pounds. I felt I needed to go get more weight off right away. And the main reason I wanted to get more weight off right away, of course, is to provide more and more relief for my back and hip. And that was of essential importance to me, along with just, getting down there a little more, feeling better for myself, just feeling overall a little more progressive. But the real main reason was the back and hip. I needed to just give it more relief. So I went right away into a fast right after Monday, and I decided to do early on a 7-day fast. So that was the goal. So I didn't eat anything Tuesday through Wednesday. I just drank water. That's it. Fasted the entire week. So now let's get into the workouts. As far as working out, I only worked out twice. For I think one time I worked out about 52 minutes cardio, Then my upper back started aching, so I stopped. Of course, when you feel pain, you need to take a break. Either stretch out your back or just call it quits for the day and come back another day. And then the next time I did the full workout was about an hour and 15 minutes. So for me, I haven't been able to get the workouts in as much because I've been working so much. I've been working a ton, 12 to 14 hours days, sometimes a little more than that, and that's been my focus because obviously I think for most of us, our finances are our number one responsibility, our primary focus. So as of yet, I haven't been able to work out as much as I like to and the way I'd like to. So at that point, fasting is my absolute best weapon, and that's what I went ahead and went with. Now I want to move on to bowel movements or bowel movements, however you want to say it. Yes, I like to call them dumping. Basically, I like to use dumps. Now, yeah, I know this is kind of like, something you really shouldn't talk about. It's kind of a little more personal and all that stuff, but I want to get into it because I want to kind of discuss the effects of fasting and everything that's going on with it. That's why I'm going to talk about our, bowel movements. I'm going to say bowel movements. So basically, on Tuesday, I had 3 bowel movements. Three times. I didn't eat anything on Tuesday, but I had plenty of food from Monday that I needed to process and get out. So I had 3 bowl movements. One was very large. I know, I get it. Could be disgusting, but here I go. One large bowl movement, 3 total on Tuesday. On Wednesday, I had an additional 2 bowl movements, dumps. So I had an additional 2 bowl movements on Wednesday. So I figured, after 3 on Tuesday and 2 on Wednesday, shouldn't that be more than enough to clear out all the stuff from Monday? It should be more than enough. So then I went on Thursday and Friday. I didn't have any, so that's good, normal. I also wanted to mention that as the week went on, it's funny because I got less and less hungry, though I wasn't eating. I felt full more often, and I even felt like as if something was coming up, like kind of food was coming up. It might have been my body kind of just jumping onto my stored fats and utilizing that basically as energy, and some of that could have been coming out. I don't know, but I kind of felt full and like the food was coming out. So then we get to Saturday. Remember, Tuesday 3 bowl movements, Wednesday 2, none on Thursday, Friday, but Saturday I felt like Thursday and Friday I felt like something needed to come out. It wasn't. So Saturday I finally have the big one. Had a very, very large bowl movement. Dump. So that made its way out. But let me tell you, as soon as that thing took place or went out, woo! I felt great. I felt fantastic. And then I truly knew that it was all out of my system. But that seems like a whole lot for the food I ate on Monday. But anyways, that happened. After that, there was no more at that point, for the rest of the week. So there's nothing on Sunday, but if it seems like Saturday needed to happen, it felt really good. So why am I discussing bowl movements? Well, I'm doing a 7-day fast. So I want to describe to you the process of what happens. A lot of people, when they stop eating for a little while, it makes sense if you stop having bowl movements, but clearly I continue to have bowl movements throughout the week, even though I just ate on Monday. So go figure. I know it's a decent amount of food. Couldn't have been that much food. So I wanted to discuss that as that's part of the process. For those people that have done really long fasts, 30 days or more, they still tend to have, in my research, bowel movements. I guess that is the right way to say it. Bowel movements. And but they have it less frequent and less often. So I just kind of want to address that issue. So then we're moving on. Now we're going to move on to my fasting experience and what I went through. Talking about my fasting experience, as I've discussed a little bit already, I kind of felt full most of the week. I told you that. I felt a little hungry on Sunday, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't major hunger. It went away pretty quick. And I also mentioned that fasting was my best weapon while I'm busy working and everything. So the other things is I've noticed that I kept kind of weighing myself daily just to see how that was going. And I also noticed the longer I went into my fast, the more weight I lost per day. Like one day I would drop a pound, the next day I would drop 1.5 pounds, and maybe the next day I would drop 2 pounds. So it seems like the longer I went into my fast, the more I lost per day. In addition to that, which I think would be common sense, the more you capitalize on what this is called, a state of ketosis. As soon as you're fasting for a certain period of time, you go into a state of ketosis. That's for basically optimal efficiency. The more you work out during that period, the more you maximize your total weight loss. I unfortunately didn't get to work out as much, but I did notice I got clearly much more results for the days I did work out. So that's the other thing I wanted to talk about. So now let's move on to my weigh-in video and see what kind of results I got for the week. Again, I weighed at the Monday morning, basically at the end of the week, very first thing on Monday morning. And let's see where I'm at. At this point, when I weighed in, I'm at a 6-day fast. So I went ahead and weighed in. And well, let's go ahead and see what the results I've got so far. So here we go. What's up, everyone? This is Big Worm from Big Worm's Playhouse. Today is Monday, March 19th, 2018. We have just completed 5 weeks of my weight loss challenge. And let's go ahead and see where we're weighing in at today. So here we go. Here's the scale. We are zeroing out. And now let's zero out. I will go ahead and get on and see what we're weighing in at. And waiting. And it looks like 340.3 pounds. We'll go ahead and discuss that at my weekly recap. Talk to you then. So, you saw the weigh-in. I weighed in at 340.3 pounds. That's a total of 6.2 pounds lost for the week. And that's for a combined total of 30.9 pounds to date. After 5 weeks of my weight loss challenge, I have lost 30.9 pounds. So, that's great. I'll take it. I'll take it all. As long as I keep going down, as long as I keep losing, I'm going to take it. Now, here's the deal. Early on in my initial video, I talked about you're not going to really notice much when you weigh as much as I do. You're not going to really notice much if you drop 10, 15, 20 pounds. And I believe I might have even mentioned that I'm going to be taking pictures and video every 30 pounds just to do a comparison. So I went ahead and did that, and now it's time to do a side-by-side comparison with and without a shirt at a 30.9 pounds lost. Now, I don't expect for you to notice much. I took a look at these pictures. I noticed a tiny bit. Remember, I'm really big, so I didn't notice a ton of changes on the body. A little bit, maybe around the sides, a little bit. And you might not be able to see that. You may not. I don't know. But I keep looking forward to it. The 30.9 pounds is for real. I did lose that, and I expect when I lose another 30 pounds, it'll be a little bit more noticeable. So take a look. It's time for me to share the reveal of the before and after 30.9 pounds, and you can see and judge for yourself if you notice any kind of difference. Basically. Again, I noticed a very little bit, so see if you notice. So here you go, take a look. Okay, so there were the pictures. I hope you enjoyed that. Well, I don't know if you're enjoying me without a shirt. You might have not enjoyed that. But in terms of the science of it all and whether it looks like there's a difference after 30 pounds lost, maybe you saw it, maybe you noticed it. If you did, feel free to leave a comment on the bottom. Say, yeah, I noticed a little difference. If not, you can feel free to mention that in the comments as well. So that concludes the week 5 recap in my weight loss challenge. And if you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the thumbs up and subscribe below so you can continue to get alerts on my new videos as they come out. And I'll talk to you then. We'll see you for the week 6 challenge. And I'm also going to do a separate video for my how to break a fast after 7 days fasting. So we'll look forward to that coming out very soon, and I'll talk to you next time. Thank you.